All right, welcome back, everybody. We got the Houston Rockets taking on the Golden State Warriors here on April 10th, 2021. Current line favors the Warriors -9, over-under set at 228. And I'm Coach from Sports Gambling Daily. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Definitely consider subscribing. All right. This Rocks versus Warriors matchup, definitely not the ones that we saw back in like 2017. Some of those wars that these two teams had, where the Warriors were always seeming to find their way on top of the Rockets. But, the Rockets, they're definitely in full rebuild mode here. And, look, we have to take everything in consideration when you're looking at a game like this. The Rockets are like the 14th best team in the West versus the Warriors, which is not setting the world on fire, but they're the 10th best team in the West. They're 2 games above, was it the Pelicans, I believe, in the playoffs. So they're right there inside the playoff game. And you also know that the Warriors, if they make the playoffs, they have a chance to make some noise here. Now, the Rockets are 11-15 against the spread on the road this year, 4-6 in their last 10. Now, this is a second game of a back-to-back for both teams. But the Rockets, they lost to the Clippers. The Rockets were up by 20 points in the first half over the Clippers. And the Clippers came back and won by, I want to say, 15 points. And they did it all without Paul George. So tank mode was basically enabled here for the Rockets. They have so much talent. They do have talent on that team. They have so much talent on the team that I feel like they're intentionally just bombing these games in the second half. They did beat the Mavericks. They played the Suns tough. They played the Pelicans tough. And they played the Clippers tough up until the second half. Now, House is out. We don't know if John Wall is going to play. He was out last game for rest. So this is the second game of a back-to-back where he didn't play the first game. So there's a potential he plays. So we'll have to see. Now, the Warriors, 14-11 against the spread at home this year. 2-8 against the spread in their last 10. They have not covered many games. Now, they lost to the Wizards just last night, where the Wizards had full control of that game for, I would say, about 99% of that game. I think the Warriors took the lead there for just a second, and then they gave it right back. Draymond Green only scored 5 points in that game in 33 minutes. That was probably the main difference between a Warriors win and a Warriors loss in that matchup. Eric Pascal is still out of this game. All right, well, it all really depends on if John Wall's going to play. If John Wall plays, I definitely like the Rockets -9. Now, the Warriors have all of the firepower in the world to be able to blow out the Rockets. So, of course, as always, check the injury reports. One of the best places I go to check injury reports is on Twitter. It's called Fantasy Labs NBA. It's pretty much up to date, like immediately. So definitely go check them out if you're on Twitter. As of right now, I'm going to lean the Rockets here, but it's a lean at best, and that's just assuming that John Wall might play. So, but overall, guys, that is like just my lean. Now, if you want my best play, the ones that I'm actually putting my own money on, those can be found on my website, sgdwins.site. Link for that website is in the description of this video. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm Coach from Sports Gambling Daily. Peace.